Hello. Today I would like to talk about Galileo Galilei, a brilliant astronomer, physicist, and engineer. He made groundbreaking discoveries that changed our understanding of the universe and laid the foundation for modern science. Let's know it. Galileo Galilei was an Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer. He was born on February 15, 1564, in Pisa, Italy, during the Renaissance period. Galileo was the eldest of 6 children in his family. His father, Vincenzo Galilei, was a musician and music theorist, which influenced Galileo's early interest in mathematics. He initially studied medicine at the University of Pisa, but soon switched to mathematics and physics. While at the university, he developed a strong interest in motion and mechanics. Galileo became a professor of mathematics at the University of Pisa in 1589. During this time, he conducted experiments on falling objects, challenging Aristotle's ideas on motion. He later moved to the University of Padua, where he taught geometry, astronomy, and mechanics. It was in Padua that he made some of his most important scientific discoveries. In 1609, Galileo heard about the invention of the telescope in the Netherlands. He improved the design and built his own powerful telescope. Using his telescope, Galileo made groundbreaking astronomical observations. He discovered that the moon had mountains and craters, proving it was not a perfect sphere. He observed Jupiter and discovered 4 of its largest moons: Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. This was the first time anyone had seen moons orbiting another planet. Galileo's discovery challenged the geocentric model of the universe, which placed Earth at the center. His findings supported the heliocentric theory of Copernicus, which proposed that the sun was at the center. In 1610, he published Sidereus Nuncius, the Starry Messenger, detailing his observations. His work gained him fame, but also attracted opposition from the Catholic Church. Galileo continued his research and observed the phases of Venus. These phases provided strong evidence that Venus orbited the sun, not Earth. He also studied sunspots, proving that the sun was not a perfect, unchanging sphere. His observations further challenged the traditional Aristotelian view of the universe. In 1616, the Catholic Church declared the heliocentric theory heretical. Galileo was warned not to publicly support Copernican ideas. Despite the warning, he continued his research and wrote dialogue concerning the 2 chief world systems in 1632. The book presented arguments for both the geocentric and heliocentric models, but clearly favored the latter. The Church saw this as an attack on its teachings and put Galileo on trial in 1633. He was found guilty of heresy and forced to recant his views. Galileo was sentenced to house arrest for the rest of his life. Despite his confinement, he continued his scientific work. During his house arrest, he wrote 2 new sciences, which laid the foundation for modern physics. This work focused on the principles of motion and strength of materials. Galileo studied the motion of objects and formulated the law of falling bodies. He demonstrated that objects of different weights fall at the same rate in a vacuum. He also introduced the concept of inertia, which later influenced Isaac Newton's first law of motion. His studies in mechanics contributed greatly to the development of classical physics. Galileo made significant contributions to the understanding of pendulums. He discovered that the time it takes for a pendulum to swing depends on its length, not its weight. His findings led to advancements in timekeeping and the development of more accurate clocks. Galileo also experimented with early thermometers, helping to develop temperature measurement techniques. His work extended beyond physics and astronomy. He contributed to the study of optics, improving the design of telescopes and microscopes. Galileo's work faced strong opposition during his lifetime. However, his discoveries laid the groundwork for modern science. He passed away on January 8, 1642, at the age of 77. Despite his condemnation by the Church, his ideas could not be suppressed. More than 300 years after his death, the Catholic Church formally acknowledged its error. In 1992, Pope John Paul II expressed regret over Galileo's trial and recognized his contributions to science. Today, Galileo is known as the father of modern science. His work in astronomy, physics, and mathematics continues to influence scientific thought. The Galilean moons of Jupiter are named in his honor. His discoveries revolutionized our understanding of the universe. His method of observation, experimentation, and reasoning shaped modern scientific inquiry. Galileo's courage in challenging traditional beliefs helped pave the way for future scientists. His legacy is seen in space exploration, physics, and engineering. The Galileo spacecraft, launched by NASA in 1989, was named after him. His work reminds us of the importance of questioning and seeking truth through evidence. Galileo's contributions continue to inspire scientists and thinkers around the world. His life was a testament to the power of curiosity and scientific discovery. Galileo's name will forever be remembered as a pioneer of modern science.